What's up, fellas? I'm back in the shop today and I have a brand new product for you, and it is the brand new 1.9 Crossman. It's an all new wheel from Reefs RC, and we are calling it the Crossman. You can see here, give you a good look at it. Beautiful new wheel. The best part about this new wheel is it actually comes at a new offset. So you all know we have our shields and blades, and that offset is 17.5 millimeters. When I say offset, we're measuring from where this hub right here mounts to the edge of the wheel, like you would a normal wheel in the real world. So that's 17.5 millimeters. The deep dishes that we have right here, boom, shield deep dishes. As you know, you love them, you see them. These are measuring 8.5. So you have a shield, you're looking at 17.5. Deep dish, you're looking at 18.5. The Crossman comes in right at 13 millimeters. So it's going to sit right in the middle of these two wheels. Should we go this way to this way, that way to this way? Yeah. So you have 17, you have 13, you have 8.5. Just to give you a point of reference, the Vanquish 105s that I measured are coming in at 15.5. So this is what we're going to be calling our standard wheel offset right here. 13 millimeters, beautiful wheel, beautiful offset. It is looking great. Like, guys, look how good this wheel looks. So for those of you that do not know how to mount a wheel, I'm going to show you how I mount a wheel, because we get a bunch of random questions on people struggling to mount wheels. I am going to show you on a cheater, because it's what I have right here. And we are using, it looks like a medium insert from Printed Addiction. Beautiful insert, easy to go. If you guys don't know Printed Addiction, hit him up on Instagram. 90, no, I don't want to say 90. A bunch of our wheels have his inserts. We run between him, Exo Cage, and Apocryphy. But Jason's a great guy, easy to get a hold of. And what I do here is I just obviously wedge the wheel tire into the insert. Actually, let me give you a little close up here. Move my sticky note. That's how I got those dimensions for you. I don't have them memorized. So what you want to just make sure you do now is just make sure the foam is in the wheel center. You don't want it over to the side or anything. Luckily with 3D printed foams, they fill the wheel perfectly. But if you have a regular foam and you notice it's bunchy or anything, you can take your fingers like so and then just pull the foam into the wheel. You don't want it, you want a smooth foam face. Now, I'm going to take our wheel, and I only have 2 screws here because this is obviously a demo wheel, and that's all I have. But you'll be able to see how to get the job done. I can take them out of those wheels over there if I need, but I don't need to. So, the back of the wheel, you have the clamp ring, and you have the wheel face. Your wheels will come completely apart. So you'll have the back of the wheel, you'll have the clamp ring, you have the wheel face, and then you'll have the beadlock ring and the hub. So you're going to need to install the hub and the beadlock ring. You have to put the beadlock ring on before you put it on the wheel. You don't have to put the hub on before you put it on the wheel. You have to put the beadlock on first. Don't try to mount the wheel and then squeeze down the beadlock ring. It will work. It doesn't work. Just don't do it. So you're going to take the clamp ring, you're going to fold it inside the wheel. I make sure I pull the tire all the way outside of it. It's a rubber tire, get it all the way outside where you want it to be. And then I just use my fingers and I force this wheel clamp into position. Now, key factor is you want to make sure none of your beadlock ring or beadlock got stuck inside the ring, and you want to make sure it's fairly centered. You don't want it all the way on one side, where as you can see here, see there's a giant gap there. You don't want it that way. You want it nice and in the middle, and you can kind of just finagle it in. Also, at this time, if you wanted to, you could come in here, float this open a little bit, and put a tiny drop of CA glue on each side. That's going to lock your foam to your wheel and stop any of this side-to-side moment. You can also use our double-sided servo tape. Any of those things will work. The CA glue, you're thinking like, Brock, what if I want to change wheels later? I'm just saying a drop. You can take an X-Acto knife or even one of these and just stick it in between and pop it right off. Also, the tire will flex around this whole thing, so you can take the tire off completely if you wanted. Like, we're not going to do that because it's a waste of time. And then you could just cut that little piece that you glued on there. But easily, if you're worried about foam wobbling, you can easily get that done. Now, I'm going to finagle this all back together. Boom. Beautiful, right? Also, shields are directional. So, what's the best way to show you that? See how you have what I call the M. So, you have a single indent and a double indent. The double indent is the way you want to roll. So, it's going to roll this way. It's going to crawl up your rock like that. Up the rock, roll the rock. Okay, I take the wheel face, drop it in, and then I try to make sure it looks good here. You don't want it to already be like this. You don't want it all pulled out because that's not going to mount. So make sure your wheel is in a nice orientation. Drop that bad boy in. There's plenty of companies out there making a clamping device where you can put this on the back and it clamps in. You could put anything under the beadlock ring, because what's going to happen is when you put this here, you're going to push through, the wheel is going to fall out. You're not going to be able to mount it. So there's a bunch of options there. When you put the back on, you want to make sure the holes line up. As you can see, all of my holes look fairly centered. Now, you could leave it down. I like to put my finger like this under the beadlock ring just to give it a little bit of support. And if you've ever put on a real wheel before, you're going to want to do it like that in a star pattern. So I'm going to start here. Give me a little half tight. I don't want to go all the way down because I don't want to pull the bead out. I'm going to put my other one in. I'm going to go over to this side, finagle that over a little bit, and I'm going to tighten this one down. Now, I'm going to tighten both of these down completely because I want my wheel all the way on, and I want to see what my beadlock ring is, or my beadlock is going to look like. So, as you can see, bead in here, beautifully done. Nothing's popped out. Everything's seated correctly. Bead in there looks incredible. Now, what I'm going to do, if I had them, is I would put screw, 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 screw. Once all of those bolts are in, then I'm going to go back around and make sure they're completely tight. And that, my friends, is how you mount a Reefs RC Crossman on a cheater. Easily peasy, no problems, no struggle, no hassle. I mean, guys, like it's so easy to do. This is the brand new Crossman. It is now available from Reefs RC. You're gonna want to pick it up. You don't want to be the only guy on the trail without one. It's a great offset and an awesome new addition to our wheel line. We're working on, what do we got? 1, 2, the deep dish is 3, 2 2s is 4. This is 5. This is wheel number 5 from Reefs RC, guys, in just a year. So head to the website, pick it up. If you haven't done so already, click on the join button and become a channel member. There's a lot of great perks coming from memberships. I got all the members here. It's a great time. Members are having fun. The gold members get a ton of perks. You get early access, you get a discount, you get extra lives, you get behind the scenes, you get everything. But you guys are looking at this video today like, man, I want the Crossman. Gold members already have the Crossman because they got to see this face make this video last week and they got to order them last week. So if you want early product and you want a discount on product because you're ordering a lot of product from Reefs RC, hit up the gold members and become a member today. You got to do it from your computer. It won't work from your iPhone. Your iPhone won't do it. Don't use your iPhone and then message me like, I can't become a member. Go to a computer, get a desktop, go to the library if you don't have a desktop at home. They'll get you on board. Other than that, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one.